Reaching net zero is our first priority. However, despite the fact that this is going to be extremely challenging, it's only the first step. After 2050, we have to become massively negative. This means we have to capture CO2 from the atmosphere or from the oceans or from biomass to reduce the CO2 concentration eventually back to maybe something like 350 ppm. Of course, this is going to take a lot of energy. But our assumption, and we are really convinced about that, is that within 20 or 30 years, there will be enough renewable energy available to fuel this process. As an example, the global energy demand is only about 0.01% of what the sun is delivering, and 99% of this planet is hotter than 1000 degrees Celsius, just to name two potential sources. So once we have captured the CO2, the question is, okay, what are we going to do with it? One idea is capture and storage, so bring it down underground and make sure it stays there. And I'm sure this will be part of the solution. But the challenge with that is that we have no added value. We only have costs. And to overcome this, we developed the concept of mining the atmosphere. So we start with capturing CO2 from air, oceans and biomass. Then we combine that with hydrogen that is coming from renewable energy, and we produce synthetic methane or methanol. And this process is going to happen in areas on this planet where there is an excess of renewable energy. Then we transport that, for example, to Switzerland as LNG in the case of synthetic methane, and apply then a pyrolysis process. The result of this process, we get hydrogen, and hydrogen can be used for high temperature processes and so on, and we get solid carbon. So as a result, we have a process which is CO2 negative. We convert CO2 to solid carbon, and we can import renewable energy from areas where there is enough renewable energy to Switzerland. And the carbon will be converted then to construction materials to create even more added value. Why construction materials? Well, the construction sector is the only sector which can absorb materials in an amount which is actually useful when we talk about reducing the CO2 concentration in the atmosphere. And by that, we will convert our society from a CO2 emitting society into a CO2 binding society.